Hi everyone! Hi YouTube! It's me again. And today we're going to be watching Martincitopants. This was actually requested before, and I've heard that it is a series of videos. I don't really know what to expect here, but like the title is Getting Repeatedly Killed in My Summer Car. Is it actually a game? Is this a game? Bruh, I don't know what game this is supposed to be, but yeah. But yeah. Okay. Yep.
Hello again. Welcome to Finland. Finland, one of the countries of all time.
Finland!
0.07% of people, 11% of all saunas, lakes,
Ooh.
while heavily under the influence. What is
Whoa.
this Molotov cocktail? Why is the snow speaking Finnish and the sport of rally car racing? Today is the day we immerse ourselves in this alien world of rally car racing. We're going to build this tuned car, tune it, upgrade it, scull 12 beers and drive it into oncoming traffic, take it to the local rally race, and with some luck, win. This journey was very hard, and made significantly more difficult, because if I die in the game, then that's it. I die in real life too. So, let us begin. We began on the start screen.
My summer car.
Helsinki Fata.
It's a fucking game? The summer car is actually a game? Getting repeatedly killed in my summer car. It's a game. At first I thought it was just like a bunch of, it's just like a event probably, or like a scenario.
So
it's a game.
Let us begin. We began
I didn't know
on
that.
the start screen. I named myself Helsinki Fata.
Helsinki.
This beautiful photo for my mugshot and began. The year is 1976.
It's a Finland game.
Me.
Oh
Helsinki
my
Fata.
lord.
Fast forward 19 years and it's 1995. Our boy is living in a nondescript lake house at the lake of
Perajärvi?
We had a near unlimited number of possibilities. So, of course, we
It's
inhaled
first
8
person.
beers, watched the incredible Finnish film Topless Gun, and pissed all over the hot rocks in the sauna. In the garage was our project rally car, or at least all of its bits. This right here is the car's chassis, and inside the garage was everything else. Panels, doors, engine block, pistons, crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorbers, cylinder head, T34, 85 and main battle tank. Oh wait, that's not in the garage, that's in today's sponsor, World of Tanks. The metamorphosis has already begun. I am the World of Tanks, the greatest tank free-to-play video game with over 100 million players. Can you guess what this game is about?
About
over 600 million tanks.
Yes.
Destroyers, artillery, small, medium, and Changus. I am going to assault the French. Oh wait, maybe the Germans. Actually, no. I'm going to assault the British. I will fight them on the beaches, I will fight them in the fields, and I will fight them across the 40 battle arenas spread all over the world. Do you know how many that is? I have no idea. I lost my frontal lobe in an industrial tank accident. You would not believe me how historically accurate they made this game. Believe me. I was there. Earn experience, modify, and upgrade your tank. Finish comrade. Join me in glorious battle against the Soviet menace and defend our beautiful homeland. Download
Damn.
Use code TANKMANIA to get 7 days of premium for free. 250,000 credits, premium tank Excelsior, 3 rental tanks, Tiger 131, Cromwell, and T3485. Do it now, or the Finns will be defeated. Also, they released some merch, so...
Whoa. That's so cool. Bro, I've always been hearing about World of Tanks, though. Honestly, though, personally, for me, I kinda wanna try it, because tanks and, like, controlling tanks and, like, fighting in a tank, like, something that involves me trying to, like, control something, like in a mecha game. Maybe that's why. But, like, you can't technically say that tanks are mecha, so, like... But, like, the similarities of, like, how you control it. No, wait. The similarities of, like, you controlling something, or, like, you in something that you control. You know? And, like, having battle strategies or, like, tactical stuff on it. I don't know if you guys understand that. But, yeah.
Right, yeah. The crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, head gasket, rock shaft, camshaft...
Car jargons that I don't understand. Wait, also, thirst, hunger, stress?
I was going to try to build
my summer car.
Was this a good idea? No. All these parts fit together in a specific, sometimes very irritating way. Just go in. Just go in. Just go in. Fuck. Not to mention.
Actually, wait. Would I be able to learn how to build a car if I actually played here?
And the devs, thinking that screwing in hundreds of bolts would be far too easy, elected to make every single one have a size. Wait, you can't bolt this part in with the spanner? Sorry, fucko, that's the wrong spanner. Try again, sweaty. If I was going to build this car, it was going to take a long time. So, naturally, I got bored, went to bed, was woken in the middle of the night by the phone ringing, and I couldn't see shit.
What is that, jump scare?
Even worse was the most annoying character in the entire game.
Is there a jump scare?
Bug.
Buh.
To get rid of Bug, I need to take a trip into town and get some mosquito spray, among some other very important items.
Wait, that's part of the game?
Sausage.
That's part of the
I
progression.
have two vehicles to choose from. This motorbike, which can only carry one thing at a time, or the tractor, which is really slow. 20 minutes later, I arrived in the bustling metropolis.
20 minutes?
I bought my groceries
Perayabi.
and then drove the tractor for another 20 minutes.
So many people.
Building the car was going to take a long time. So while I struggled to figure out what the hell the distributor is and why I would need it for my car, why don't we talk about engines? An engine's job is simple. Convert the chemical energy of gasoline into kinetic energy in the car. First off, we start with suck, squeeze, bang, and blow.
I don't know
of a four-stroke engine. The engine sucks in a mixture of fuel and air, squeezes it really tight, ignites it with a spark plug, and blows out the exhaust. A little car has 4 cylinders, each sucking, squeezing, banging, and blowing. These 4 cylinders house 4 pistons, which each connect to the crankshaft. The pistons go up and down, and the crankshaft goes round and round. The crankshaft is connected to the wheels through the clutch and gearbox. Put your foot down on the gas, the engine spins faster, the wheels spin faster, and off you go. Simple, right? Yeah, well, obviously it's not that easy, as you can clearly see by my inability to assemble the clutch. My man, it's been 30 minutes. Why can't you figure it out? No, stop fucking the car with the tractor! Next up is suspension. Now, why do we need suspension? Well, without it, things get a bit bumpy. You need suspension not only to absorb bumps in the road, but also keep the wheels in contact with it. Brakes. Probably the most simple part of the car. The brake discs are connected directly to the wheels. When you press on the brake pedal, brake pads push against the discs and convert their kinetic energy into heat. And there we go. I'd pretty much finished the car. You know, excluding the wiring, wheels, tires, brake fluid, clutch fluid, engine oil, coolant, camshaft alignment, and replacing about 15 parts that would inevitably break within 5 minutes of driving. You know, we were basically done. I retired back to the house to eat some food and drink a bit of water. But I couldn't. The sausages were spoiled. In fact, all the food in the fridge was spoiled. Oh no. I'd spent so long working on the car that my house had been disconnected from the electricity for not paying in time. This could not have come at a worse time, because I had 0 food, and tomorrow was Sunday. Timo's is not open on Sunday.
Close.
Of course, I didn't know this, so I rode into town in a mild panic after my hunger meter had gone red.
Damn.
Timo, open up, I need to eat your food. Timo, open up. Shit. The sun had well and truly come up, which told me that Timo's was clearly not going to open today, so I elected to ride my bike back home. On my way back, I came across the dance pavilion, which had 2 cars outside of it, blasting some funky beats.
Damn! Alright.
The game actually let me open the back doors of this car and climb inside.
What
So seeing that I had nothing better to do, I gave it a go and hopped in. This was a terrible mistake.
What the?
Immediately it was clear that the man driving had in fact consumed a rather large amount of alcohol prior and was driving at an alarmingly high speed with alarmingly low control. I then made an even worse decision and swore at the driver. I him into a frenzied rage, and he immediately stomped the gas, drove straight into a tree, and died. Well, shit. The only thing I could really do was hop out and walk home.
He was just hungry, by the way. He just wanted to buy some food.
Things, however, were not looking good. Being out in the sun and running home like this was rapidly increasing my thirst. I walked for what felt like hours along the dirt track leading home, and eventually, my house was just visible in the distance. I was so close to water.
Wait, couldn't you just take the dead person out of the car and be able to still ride it? Unless you can't because it's broken.
Fox looked inside to try pay the utilities, collapsed.
Whoa.
No. And died.
What?
2. This attempt did not last long.
It's a survival game with your main goal of creating or building a car. That's the most random shit I've ever heard. That's the most random shit I've ever heard.
Drank until I blacked out, pissed on the TV.
With like survival, with like urine, stress, fatigue, dirtiness. How do you get stressed if you like do the car? I guess.
Attempt 3. I gave myself the brilliant name Glorbo Florbo.
Glorbo.
And try to build the car a little faster. The first thing the guide wanted me to do was get in the tractor and go collect some stuff. One of those stuff were these wheels inside this abandoned mansion. The wheels were on the top floor, so of course I went to the top floor, ignoring the wasp nest right above me.
What? There's a what? Well, the bugs are very apparent in this game. He's gonna die. Can you die from a wasp?
No.
Yeah, apparently so.
I did all the same stuff as the late Glorbo Florbo.
Glorbo.
Like a complete idiot. No.
Brother.
Nope.
Brother, the wasp is.
Attempt 5.
Oh my god!
And managed to sneak past it without getting stuck.
Do you not have guns here?
Accumulated over the past 12 hours, I was able to build up the car fairly quickly. And before I knew it, the engine was in, the suspension was suspended, the pedals were attached, and wired. Did the car work?
Hotel Trivago.
No. But it did in fact look like a car. All this work
Let's
had been quite
go!
exhausting, so I loaded up this little boat with some supplies
the hell?
and took a nice relaxing trip to the island in the center of the lake. I was here for the fish trap, but also to just chill for a while and eat some sausages. That is, if I didn't burn every single one.
No!
Leaving the island, I made sure to ransack it for everything it had. This camera, lantern, coffee stuff, bucket, fish trap, fireworks.
They have fireworks in the game as well.
Arriving back home, I needed to go buy and get more stuff from town, and I still only had the tractor to work with. Hopefully, this would be the last time I'd have to make this long, laborious trip. Nope. Back home, I put the final touches on the car, wired the last things, filled up the fluids, pissed in the radiator for enhanced cooling, and what do you know?
Enhanced
It
cooling.
was ready to be started.
Wait, isn't piss supposed to be hot though?
Gave it a turn, and
they have colors as well.
Well, that didn't sound good. This little crunch sound had completely drained the battery, so while it was charging, I went inside to watch some TV. Attempt 2 at starting the car, and against all odds, it actually worked. Oh my god,
Is that a good sound?
Now granted, the car was
I don't know if
making
it's a good
sound, but it ran. This banging was caused by the camshaft gear being out of alignment. To fix it, I'd have to take the engine out,
it's so
remove the cover plate, and rotate it back into alignment. But why does the camshaft need to be aligned? Remember suck, squeeze, bang, and blow? This only works if these valves are correctly timed. These valves are needed to keep the air and fuel inside the cylinder during the squeeze and bang stages. The camshaft is responsible for opening and closing these valves at the correct time. One valve is for the intake and the other is for the exhaust. If they aren't timed properly, you could be intaking air through the exhaust and exhausting air through the intake. As you can imagine, not good for Mr. Car. Once the camshaft was aligned and the engine thrown back in the car, it was time to start her up again. Shit. This time, something else was broken. Of course. Taking off the valve cover, I discovered that the rocker shaft, which is what actuates the valves, was broken. To fix this, I need to buy a new one at Fleetari's repair shop. So I did, and threw it in the car.
Pachong! Ooh.
Oh.
Now that sounds like a car.
It runs! Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh.
Wow, the satisfaction of building a car though.
Be working. I could even put it
Holy
in gear
shit.
and move. This was extremely satisfying. After working on this thing for hours and hours, it finally ran. Naturally, I gave it a quick test drive around the dirt outside the house. When I drove it into a ditch,
whoa.
It was time to take our little car on its maiden voyage. I got it onto the highway and jammed the throttle all the way down. The acceleration was bad. The car topped out at just over 100 kilometers an hour, giving it a 0 to 100 time of about 60 seconds. Miraculously, I had managed to reach town without the car breaking down. So I turned her around and headed back home. This is where things went wrong. Perhaps running the car at full throttle constantly wasn't such a good idea. As I crossed the bridge near the repair shop, I heard this. That did not sound good, and the car was slowly losing power. I managed to limp a few more hundred meters before it ultimately died on the turn off to the repair shop. Taking the engine apart, I found this. A blown head gasket, and one of the pistons just missing.
Gone.
Luckily, I was near the repair shop, so I could easily go buy some new parts. Unluckily, it was Saturday, and the shop wouldn't be open until Monday. I could just wait, but that would take hours. So I decided
Why are there
to
so
hop on
many
the bus
people
and
there?
take it back home.
There's a bus?
Was a terrible mistake. I left my computer running to go take a piss, only to come back to the bus humping another car.
It's so random.
Reviewing the footage, I was horrified to see this complete daurbus crash into the bus while on the wrong side of the road. Now this, by itself, was pretty unlucky. But what made it even worse was that this idiot had a trailer attached to his car, which had managed to get the bus perfectly stuck in the middle of the road. This is awesome. Since I was technically
Everybody's
still
like
moving, even if only a few
nonchalant, bro.
centimeters per second, I couldn't get off the bus, and I couldn't leave. The only option here was to quit to menu and revert the last 3 hours of progress.
No.
Awesome.
No.
This put us back to when the rocker shaft was broken, so once again I hopped on the bike to go get a new one. It being Wednesday, I knew that the only other person on the road leading into the repair shop was the guy in the green car. But for some reason, the road to my house was taped off, which would indicate the rally was taking place.
A rally?
My suspicions were confirmed when a rally car traveling at approximately 2% the speed of light
Whoa,
shot
whoa, whoa,
past, barely missing me. I don't know why the rally was on. It only happens on the weekend, and it was clearly Wednesday, but whatever.
Mortal.
Now, if I had any sense, I would have gotten
Wait, what
off
is the
road,
mortal
seeing as it
for?
was clearly pretty hazardous. But I was tired and frustrated at what had happened on the bus. So I hopped back on the road on my bike, and 5 minutes later, got completely...
A rally as in race, is it? GG's. Rip. Rip bozo. Oh! Bruh. Boy dead in a move-off accident.
In shock, I stared at the death screen for a good 2 minutes before resigning to my fate. Disabling perma-death, naming myself, I give up, and trying again.
To be continued. Meow. Meow, meow. That was unexpected, but that was pretty fun. Even the game was unexpected. That was random as that was random at best. That was fun though, actually. Bruh.